Today I'm going to show you how I did my homemade Star Wars style airbrush booth. I started with 3 pieces of MDF that are 2 feet by 2 feet, and I decided to mount them directly to the table using Kreg pocket screws. After getting the first piece up, I used the middle piece for the spacing, which guarantees that my inside dimension will be 24 by 24. The middle piece was cut into 3, which gave me the angled back, the top, and then the piece that you see me mounting the light to. The light is a 2-foot long LED strip that you can see I had to cut a portion out so that I could put the plug in. Did not account for that when I was purchasing it. It worked out in the end though. Then I 3D printed a adapter so that I could attach this hose to the back angled part. Once I got it test fitted and made sure that it worked, now it's time to attach the back part and get the motor set up. The motor came from a greenhouse that I used to have. It's old. It's not necessarily the proper motor for this type of project, but I don't plan on doing any aerosols that can cause a combustion, so I'm not too worried about it. I plan on swapping it out if I ever do that in the future. For right now, the 99% of what I want to do is going to be acrylic air paints, which do not have an issue with this. But the motor has to exhaust somewhere, so I had to cut a hole into the wall to the outside. Then I had a cover for the outside that I installed. And then once I got that completed, I hooked the motor up to a variable speed controller and made sure everything was nice and tight, went and checked the flow from the outside. Then I took my air diffuser and I set it in the middle of the booth. And as I turn on the volume, you can see it pulls the air really good. Then I realized I didn't have any footage of what you see here. The back is basically another piece of MDF that I had to go get that is just held in place with friction right here. Eventually, I will put a whole latch on it so that I can easily move it without worry of it falling, but it hasn't fallen yet. And then I thought it would be cool to put a little drawer to pull the stuff out. I've realized now this build that didn't help much. I've had the paint booth now for over 2 months, and that drawer has been used twice. But, you know, I built it, so I might as well embellish it. So I took the Mythosaur logo, the Broken Tusk version, and I added that. And then I took some liquid latex and brown paint and started to put the paint booth logo on the front of the booth. The brown I didn't think was strong enough, so then I went over that with black. And then I peeled off the stencil after everything dried. The stencil's kind of pulled some of the paint off of the booth, but it just adds character. And here's what it looks like now, 2 months later, after multiple times of being used. The Mythosaur is completely gone from the table. It's been painted over. Thanks for watching.